Good morning. Good morning. Let's get this show on the road. This is me. Hello. Let's get into the coding part of the story. Let's see what do we have to do today. Okay. So if I remember correctly, we got quite a few things done yesterday. Okay, I need to do multiple spawn points, I think. And then I want to randomize progression, more frequent progression, not all the stats affected. So wave don't feel the same. Okay, this is specifically enemy progression, right? Yeah, okay. So maybe, yeah, okay, so if I think about this, what I think I meant was, sometimes. So the levels need to get more difficult as the timer progresses, or even as waves progress. Now, what I don't want is that for every minute, something like the attack speed, the health, the damage, health, movement speed goes up, right? That's very predictable, and it's kind of boring. Yeah, let me just open this to see if Twitch is working. Yeah. Okay, so that's predictable. It could be a little bit boring. So what I'm thinking is that maybe we should randomize that a little bit, so that you don't necessarily have to the same things happening every single time, right? That'll just make it a little bit interesting, I think. Okay. The other thing is we want to add more spawn points, and I think this could also be randomized. So you could potentially have something like sometimes the enemies get much stronger, or there's just more spawn points. That could be a way of doing it. I want to be careful, so I'm not sure how many enemies we can support on the screen at a time. So, just making everything spawn more or faster, that could be a little bit of a problem eventually, right? Because especially if I want to make the enemies more complex, etc., right, then this could get very messy very quick, and then I'll have to do something like using Unity dots or something to this effect, which would allow me to do multi-threading calculations and stuff like that for the enemies, which I guess could be cool if I ever want to go that far, but I have no idea how that works, and I think that's quite complicated, so that would be a massive learning curve that I'd have to do offline, I'm sure, because I have no idea how I would even consider approaching that right now. Okay, so we have to do that. We also need to create more levels, or just make some variation for the levels. See if there's a way that we can cleverly relocate the spawners, for instance, and maybe we see if we can do like some kind of a base defense mode as well. This will be very difficult, I think, because I'd have to change a lot of the functionality for the enemies, for instance. So I'll have to give them a way of targeting something that's not the character, and maybe I have to give them a way to prioritize different things. And then I'll also have to give them, so that's just them thinking about what they want to attack. And then I'll also have to actually make their attacks do damage to other things as well, and not just the player. But currently they just do damage to the player. Then there's probably a ton of UI stuff that I need to do as well. Okay. Also, if we just go to this time tracker thing, just check something. I think, yeah, I forgot to do my time tracker yesterday, it seems. Damn. Okay, so we're still busy with the progression window. Progression system, mostly. So let's just start and stop one. And then we'll start another. Okay, the one I just did. Let's go and open that one and edit it a little bit. So this was yesterday from about that time to yesterday around 6:30. Okay, so it was 3 hours that I spent on this yesterday. Okay. Yeah, we can close that. You'll see this is kind of interesting. So if you ever want to know, how much time we're spending, you can come. Well, I can actually go here. Time entries by project, I guess. Okay, so this is the range bomber enemy. Did some time there. Why is it? Oh, I forgot to assign projects. Whoopsie. Well, there it's chicken night. I might have, you know what? I might have done. Yeah. I need to do that. Okay, just cleaning up. Okay, but now you can see here for the Chicken Night game dev, all the things we've done. Is this everything, or is this everything in the last while? Might be everything. 10, 11, 12. Oh, okay. I need to load more. Well, regardless of how many I load, that's the amount of hours we've worked on this. Right? So, about... Wait. It's 100 hours, right? Let's just get it exact. So, 107 hours. This might be a bug. I don't think this is right. I think my wife maybe made a mistake here, because she worked on the visuals for the stream. But there's no way she spent 2,700 minutes. And then, that's just no projects, okay. Now, this is not 100% accurate, because, we kind of forget sometimes to do an entry. The other thing we also kind of do sometimes is, well, we didn't have this timekeeping system when we started. So for the first few months, I had no idea how much time I was spending on this. So, Okay. So let's go here. Okay, I had a network connection error yesterday. Let's just clear that. Because network is working now. Okay, so I think the one thing I still had to do yesterday, so I was testing this, and the spawn ratio was kind of a thing, right? So sometimes the spawn ratio would be 0. And remember, the spawn ratio is almost like the time it takes for a spawn to occur. Right, and if it's 0, that means no time occurs. Or there's no time passed. I also wanted to fix this UI a little bit, so let's just do that quickly. Okay, so if it's 0, that means the time between spawns is 0, so that's bad. So I should make this like 0.1. So then it will be multiplied by 10, which gives it 1 second. So 1 second is the least it can be. Okay, and it goes all the way to 1. That's also a problem. The reason that's a problem is because we do this calculation. So if the bomber enemies, so if the spawn for the melee enemies is 1, that means there is a chance that means it takes 1 second for them to spawn. And then we go to the, well, that means the ratio is 1. We multiply that by 10 to get the seconds. But regardless, it's the same problem, right? Because if you take that 1, you subtract it here, then the range bomber enemy has a spawn time of 0. So that's also bad. Okay, but this should fix it now. It's between 0.1 and 0.9. So we should never get those extremes. It should always be something reasonable. Okay. So I think this works now, pretty much. Let's give it a go. Air is a little dry. Expect more lizards than usual. Okay, wait. Let's go fix the chicken quickly because I see the chicken is still overpowered. So character stats. Start level. Start character level. So this should be 0. You can't be starting on level 20, chicken. Okay, let's have a go. Let's also have a sip of this coffee. Okay, the air is still a little dry, which means the chicken is the man for the job. Okay, yeah, you can see there's quite a few of these guys coming at me. So the idea is I can farm these guys for as long as I want for experience. Which is fine. But then obviously eventually they'll get a bit stronger, they'll kind of start to overrun me. So the idea would be that we need to go and clear those two guys are a bit bugged. Even with dry air, if you just leave the frogs alone, they kind of get a bit become a problem, right? There's just like got dodge, Mr. Chicken. Okay, at least we stopped the spawning. Okay, get rid of those guys. Okay, they get taken care of. Okay, so now these frogs shouldn't get any stronger. I died. Okay, we really need to get to the UI at some point. Just to show health. Yeah, because that's ridiculous. Okay, let's go back to the to-do list. Just want to see. I know it's in here. Yeah, so we can add more spawn points now, but it might be better for the game if we get like health bars and stuff working. Because I had no idea that I was that close to dying. Also, I'm thinking maybe get another spawn point in here. Let's see. So the players could start somewhere off. Yeah, somewhere like here. And then we could have the spawn points in various places. So let's see. Enemy camp. These are just the buildings. Yeah, so we have enemy camp prefabs. Yeah, so there can be a camp close to the spawn. And I mean, it's up to you if you want to go and destroy it right away. Just put it in the other enemy camps. And let's rotate it a little bit. It can be orientated like this, I think. Yeah, something like that, yeah. So there's a camp there, there's a camp over there, and there's a camp right there, which we can move a little bit. Maybe to there. Right, let's look at this. Yeah, that looks okay. Right, so you have a close by camp that you can take out immediately, then you have some running to do for the others. Okay, that's fine. So now obviously I've increased the amount of lizards and things that are gonna spawn by quite a bit, right? So we can make the spawn timer starting like 15 seconds. Or 15. That basically takes that ratio of frogs to lizards and multiplies it by 15. So the fastest they can spawn is now 1.5 seconds, but it's times 3, so you know that is still quite fast. Okay, cool. Let's just bite the bullet and get the UI working a little bit better for the character health and stuff like that. So let's go to 2D view, to the canvas. Okay, so all of this stuff is fine. I don't have a problem with that. That is all part of our character select menu and stuff like that. So now we need to have, okay, so we have our timer over there. I think this corner is still currently unoccupied, right? So that might be a good corner for the character health, etc. Okay, so I could just put a number there, but I'm gonna try and make it a little bit better. So let's see what else we can do. You can do an image. I actually have no idea. Maybe it's a panel. What can you do with a panel? Yeah, I don't know how to make a health bar at all. I might have to go research that as well. I have a feeling it's going to be something funny with... you need to combine certain panels and images on top of one another. Then you need to scale the image. Right, that's what I think you have to do. Yeah, so you have the this image, for instance, which is just a block. Right, then I can make it grow or something like that, but with changing the width, for instance. Okay, but like what you'll do is you'll change the pivot to be on the side like that, and then when you make it grow, it grows onto one direction, right? And then I can also make it change color depending on the position, I guess, because if you look here, yeah, we have a tint value, or we can change the tint, I think. Wait, can't we? So maybe it should be a panel. You see, now this is the thing. Maybe it's not an image. Maybe it's a panel. So let's just see. UI panel. Okay, this thing is huge. It's still an image though, but it has a color. Image source background, so we can, oops, just go check out. No, I did not want to change the color. Yeah, okay, background, input field. Now, I could go get UI elements that'll make this look way better, but... Okay, but the idea would be kind of the same, I'd say. So you change your pivot to 0 for the X. Right, then you kind of just move it over there to the top somewhere, and you then change stretch. You just change the width, right? Would that be it? It seems so weird, honestly. I don't know. Okay, so that's my Y position. Okay, let's actually anchor it like that. Okay, then our Y position, if it's 0, that's the top of the screen. X position, if it's 0, that's the top of the screen. Okay, so then we can easily do negative 15, for instance. Make it 15 pixels from that side and 15 pixels from that side. We can make the width like 500, maybe too much, 300. That doesn't look too bad. Height, make like 50. We can change this one to be a much darker color. Okay, let's do something like this. So my idea is you have that black bar. So let's just make it empty quickly here. Health bar. Okay, we put that panel inside. So this would be my background. Okay, so we have a background panel. And then we have, let's duplicate that one. And we call this the health progress bar part, or the health. Yeah, or whatever. And we'll change this one to be like red. For instance, do we make it like just a solid red? Okay. Okay. Well, now the idea is you make the width of this one. Let's call it 250. Nah. The other one's 300. Okay, let's make this one 300. The height is 50, right? Then we go here and we make this 320. That's too much. 310 and 60. Okay. So let's just do that. So this thing's position is 10. And then let's just put this at 0, 0, for instance. And put this at 0, 0 as well. Yeah. So now I can move this thing around to move all the other things. Okay, pivot. Okay. Yeah, so we can take the health bar. If we move it to 0, okay, that's fine. So we can put this at 20 and negative 20, for instance. So then it's a 20 gap on either side. Okay. then what we can do is take the health and move it 10 or 5 and 5. No, -5. Yeah, so now the health bar has like an outline. I'm just wondering how would this look? So what if we started off green, for instance, for full health, and then it becomes red if it goes too low? That could work. Okay, what we can also insert here is maybe a UI, a text mesh pro element, and we call this health amount. Okay. So on top of this thing, we can do the actual health amount. So, okay, so you know what, this doesn't matter, this doesn't matter. And I also want the pivot to be on the top there. Okay, and I want this thing to not wrap. Okay, maybe I pivot it here. Oh wait, that doesn't make a difference because it's 0 width or 0 height. Okay, let's do that and make the height 50. Okay, then the -25. It won't be -25. What is the background size? 60 and 50, and it's okay. So this should be -30. Okay, something's not right because... Oh wait, my text should be centered as well. There we go. That looks centered. Okay, you know what? Let's make it the middle, and then we can do this at 310/2. Yeah, and then we can just center this as well. There we go, new text. So this could be something like 355/500, right? Just so we have a indicator of health, the actual amount. Right, and this width, if it goes down to like there, yeah, we can still see this. Okay, that's not so bad. Okay, so the background element, this will stay fixed. We're not going to mess with it. The health element, we're going to mess with the width to make it go up and down, and maybe the color if I can figure that out. Okay, maybe the color, but yeah, for now, we're just going to mess with the width. And then the health amount needs to be updated as well. So we need a text mesh pro element there. Okay, cool. So we have a health bar, a background, a health. Just thinking about how I want to connect these. Should we add a script to the health bar itself? I do want to do that. Just a health update script. The reason is I don't want to plug in each of these elements. I just want to plug in the health bar. Right. And inside the health bar, I can plug in these elements if I wanted. And then I could just, in Progression Manager, plug in the health bar, or in the Game Manager, plug in the health bar, and just have it detect the health bar directly. Or even in Player, for that matter, because this could be connected to the player instead, since we are tracking things that the player knows about, right? Yeah, so let's do that, and let's call this health. Well, health track. Let's just call it health bar UI. Right, health bar UI. I don't think that's a bad script name. Create and add that. Okay, let's open it up. Okay, so what do we want here? Potentially something like a serialized field. Hello. Yeah, okay, nice. I'm still live. As serialized. Hello. Why am I sitting so squiff? Okay, serialized field. And we can call these the serialized field. What is this actually? Is it an image? A panel? What is this thing actually? What am I importing? Is it just a game object? No, not there. So rect transform. Oh no, wait, that's... Wow, why is it? I guess it's a rect transform. Okay, let's see if it understands that. Rect. That is a type. Huh. Okay, so we have a rect transform, and the first one would be the... the health bar, basically. Right. And the next one, this would be the Text Mesh Pro element, right? No, what am I doing? So health amount, Text Mesh Pro, Text UI. Yeah, or we could just call it a game object or something like that instead if we wanted. Let's call it a game object. And this would be the health, not the health bar, but the health amount. Okay, UI element. Okay, so then what we want to do is we want to create a couple of functions, just basically public void update health bar function. Okay, now all we want to do, we want to do a couple of things. We want to get an integer, which is the current health, and an integer, which is the max health. Right, and then we do a couple of things with this. So the first thing is kind of straightforward, and that's the Text Mesh Pro object. So we'll go game object dot health amount UI dot get component Text Mesh Pro underscore Yeah, such a... How do I never know how to do this? It's kind of annoying. I've done it so many times. Why doesn't it just autocomplete? TMP row. I mean, it should... I did do TMP row dot. Okay. Okay. Dot text equals string dot format. Okay, so what do we want to put here? So we'll have, okay, right, we do one of these, 2 things, and we have that, and this would be element 0 and 1. Okay, so in 0 we'll do current health, and then Maxwell health, and 1 they'll be integers, so this should just look fine, right? So we update that, and then the the health bar. Okay, dot width. Do we still have to do dot transform dot width? So position works. Okay, how the hell do we expose? Okay. Rec transform, we need to go to the Unity docs because I have no idea. I thought it would be more user friendly. Or it'll at least, you know, kind of try and autocomplete some things that look sensible to me. But it's really not doing that. No, okay, so rec transform. Yeah, position size, so properties. Okay, anchors, that doesn't mean much to me. Okay, public methods. Set size with current anchors. Okay, I think it's that one. Set size, or maybe not size delta. This method. Okay, let's just check. Okay, rec transform, axis, float size. Okay, horizontal, and okay. So we do a rec transform, sets, okay. Let's go here. Okay, so we want health bar dot set size with current anchors. Rec transform dot axis dot horizontal, and the size should be calculated. Right, so it's currently 300, so we just want to basically do a little bit of math. It's something like current health divided by max health, right? So that should give you a fraction multiplied by 300. Right? So let's just put some brackets here so that I don't... Okay, so now it'll do something like the current health is 300, the max health is 300, so that's 1 times 300, so the size of the horizontal axis would be 300. Again, that's really all we need. Okay, so we can do now. We can have this update on some trigger for an event. Yeah, so we need the player to now call this function, I think. Okay, cool. Alright, it's compiling. Okay, that's fine. So health bar works now. So player, let's see, the player who keeps track of the player's health. So we have this player take damage script, which I think should be a good place to check. Okay, so there's an event on got hit. Right, and it's referenced in a couple of places, so let's see. It's referenced in the player manager, and then the knight character manager, and in the ranger character manager. So let's go to the player manager. Okay, this is... Oh, this is player take damage, I'm dumb. Okay, so the wizard, the ranger, and the knight do this separately. Okay, fantastic. Of course they do. Okay, so the knight... This is all it does, really. It doesn't really check... So it updates the character health, that's fine. And it also sets us to dead. Interesting. Interesting. So do I really want to call it here every single time? Okay, let's go to the player manager. So we have this apply stats. So it would be easy to just in apply stats say, okay, cool, apply stats. Let's update the health bar as well. Right, this is run right here. Once we've set the selected character, then we can apply the stats. And that's perfectly fine, right? So we could easily do, depending on the character that was selected, we can run the health. Yeah. So for player managers to just set the health initially, this makes a lot of sense, right? So we can easily do just like it. This is becoming such a... Okay, so what we can do is we can just have a serialize field. We just call it a game. Well, health bar UI, right? So we drag it in there. Okay, and then we can do over here. We could do health bar UI dot update health bar. Just update health bar. And then what we want to insert here is the knight stats. Okay, dot current character health. and knight stats dot max health. Okay, so that's fine. So we just update the health bar UI with the knight's stats. We do the same for the ranger and the same for the wizards, right? So this is fine. Okay, knight. Okay, let me just ranger. It's ranger, wizard, wizard. Okay, so that's fine. So we do all that stuff, no problem. Okay, now from here, we should at least get the correct health values to start with. So the bar should, you know, change and resize and etc. based on the character that I select. So we can test this quickly. So we click play. So that's nonsense numbers right now. We could also hide it when we're on this screen. Yeah, that might be something. So if I select the ranger, it should say 200 out of 200. Right, so we select the ranger. And... oh, I didn't... okay. Good old... so in here, player manager, we need to drag in the health bar, right? Okay, let's try again. Select the ranger. What? Oh, I didn't set up my health bar correctly. Yeah, it needs health bar. And health amount. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, there we go. So 200 out of 200. Now, it's not going to update. As I expected. Okay. Okay, so a couple of other things. Okay, so the character select menu is obviously in... okay, so I think it's in Game Manager where I set this thing active or not. Okay, maybe we should add another object here, empty object, and we just call this game UI or playing UI. Game playing UI. Right, and the idea would be that some of these things are a bit annoying to look at, so we just drag them in there. Yeah. Things like the wave number and stuff like that. I want them, but not from the start. So if we do this now, okay, they'll still be showing. But I could hide this thing by default so that when you play, you don't see them. I can even then move this a little bit. So we're just selecting our character now. Okay, we can actually move this one in here as well. Okay, and then we activate this, I think, in Game Manager. Yeah, so we do a serialized field here. And we call it the game playing UI. Okay, at start, we then do game. Oh, well, let's think about this. So when we start, show character select UI. So whenever we run this specific function, we should do game playing UI set active is false, right? So every time we run this, we want to hide that one. Okay, to start with. And if we start the game... Okay, no. So on start, it will be false now, always, no matter what. Okay, so now we just need to show it somehow. I think I could do that with one of the buttons in this UI. Right, but do I want to do that? This one, the select chicken night button, for instance. Okay, so let's see. Is there any toggle unpause, set active? Oh, we reset. Ah, jeez, look at those spelling errors. Jeez, like it. So we do the reset timer thing. So actually what I could do is just do this. It's kind of annoying that I made that function that name. I might want to change that one day. Okay, but now, if we play, they're not there. Number of frogs and lizards expected to be the same. Okay, we have a problem because we changed that claim playing UI thing and we didn't assign it then. Okay, so we try this again and... Okay, there we go. It's 200 out of 200. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm still not going to take damage. Okay, here's our first totem. Okay, totem destroyed. And let's try again. Let's take the chicken. 500 out of 500. Okay, yeah, that's good. I mean, it's not perfect. Okay, now we're gonna have to go and update the health UI. So... the amount of things I want to show on this UI. So in the past, okay, so when I did this for Godot as well. So what we did there is you would have somewhere you'd keep track of all the stat changes to your character or whatever. And basically when you lose health, for instance, yeah, you didn't have scriptable objects necessarily. So that was a different way of doing it. Yeah, because I want the UI to update in real time without having to run an update function all the time. I want to use some kind of a signal or something like that. An event needs to fire that triggers this update function. Right, but what I almost want to do is just go into my scriptable object and tell it, listen, if your health changes, make an event happen. I have no idea if that's possible. So this is my idea. Let's see. Where's my scriptable objects? Here we go. Character stats. So the idea is, instead of just making this public, you do a set function, a get set. The get function could just get it, but the set function should change it and also send a signal. So something like get public, and we can maybe, can we do this? Can we have this thing? Can scriptable objects send signals? Can I have a event? So can I have events on scriptable objects? Okay, so it's encouraged. I should really look at some. I have so much to learn. Okay, but this makes it very nice for me. So then I could do a public set character health. Wait, could I do this thing? Because so current character health. Could I do something like this? Get okay, so that means you can get it, no problem. Could I do this? What is it doing now? Okay, let's just try. Okay, let's ask. Get set for variable unity. Okay, we'll see how this is, how we can make this look better. I don't want to define public int damage get set. Okay, I like that. So you can do public int that get does whatever, then set Okay, I'm gonna drag this over to here so I can look at it quickly. So if we do get, for instance, we don't do that. Okay, so we return. What did we return? I see they did this. Okay, then set would be character health. No man, what the hell? Health equals value. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. Get function. Get set. We don't have to make the set private, so we can set it from wherever. But we do set the character health to whatever value we got, and then we can add an additional line here where we invoke a event, right? So we could do. Okay. So this could just be a very straightforward event. Doesn't have to be anything too interesting. Yeah, public event handler. Where am I now? Oh, come on, I was the most preferable object. Why is it not at the start? Okay, so we could do a public event handler. We call this on character health change. Okay, so on character health change, and then we can say on character health change dot invoke this and event args.empty. So we don't actually need to give the arguments necessarily. Yeah. Okay, so I think I might like this. So, okay, so if we get the function, if we get the health, we just return whatever the health is. If we set, we make the character health equal to the value. And we invoke this thing over here. Okay, so now the next problem is, how do we make anything react to this? Okay, let's save it. Okay, and let's see if we can't go into my player manager now. This is still very experimental stuff for me, right? I'm learning a lot now. So let's see if this works. So player manager. So we have the scriptable objects in here, right? So technically on start, should I be able to say something like night stats dot on character health change so I can say this. Okay, so now whenever the night stats, whenever my health changes, I can make something happen here. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, we don't necessarily want it here, but now I'm thinking, well, what we can do, since the player manager is a singleton and it already has everything, we can easily go here and do a start function. And we can do player manager dot instance dot night stats dot on character health change, and we can connect that like this, right? So now we've connected to the night stats health change one, and then when this happens, we can do update health bar, and we do okay now it doesn't make sense to do it here because the update health bar function can already be called from the player stats, and the night stats is part of that thing, so yeah, it'll make more sense to do it in the player manager, I think. Yeah, because the player manager already has access to the health bar UI. Yeah. Okay, cool. I like this a little bit better. I think okay, let's just get rid of some of these things because it's like it. Okay, I see what that is. You know what, let's just leave that there. Okay, so we want night stats dot on character health change plus equal that. And then we want to do ranger stats dot on character health change plus equals that. And then we want wizard stats dot on character health change plus equals that, right? So whenever this happens, whenever any one of these happens, you can do something with it. Now I'm always thinking of ways to make this one function instead of 3. There's no real benefit to it, I don't think. Because we separated there, now we can make if statements to see which character is selected, blah blah blah. But I don't think there's really any need for that. Okay, so this would happen whenever we set. Yeah, and we do set it here. Okay, but we do update health bar at the end, so it might be a bit wonky. But that's fine. So we select the character and we apply stats. We do all of this. Okay, let's see how it works. But yeah, it might be a bit wonky. Because now it's going to change 3 times here. Yeah. So maybe we do... Yeah, maybe we do this. So let's just do an on character health change over here. Right. And we actually take this and we connect all of them to the same function. These two then go away. And we just delete them properly. Okay, and now whenever anything's health changes, it comes here. And I do my normal check which character is selected. Something like this. Yeah, so we check which character is currently selected. Oh, I see now this is kind of broken. Okay, so I'm gonna fix the bug there. Okay, so we checked. Okay. So is it the Knight, Ranger, or Wizard? And then we can do one of these. So we can update the health bar for. That guy, that guy, that guy. So if it's a Knight, it's Knight stats. If it's the Ranger, it's Ranger stats. And if it's the Wizard, it's Wizard stats. Right, so now we shouldn't have this wonky flickering thing happening. Yeah, because we set the selected character over here. So it's Knight. Then all this stuff happens. So our Ranger and Wizard, they do get updated and the signal does get passed. But when it comes here, it's like, okay, but the Ranger's not selected, so we're not actually going to update the UI in this case. Which is perfect. Right, and then we can also just maybe not even have this here because... let's think. So if I select the Knight... we're not actually changing the health at that point. Yeah, so it doesn't make any sense. Okay, I kind of like this way of doing it. I don't know, it feels a little bit better. Yeah, because now what we could easily connect these events. You have one, centralized place managing this. It's currently managed in Player Manager, which is not perfect. This is too much of a script right now, but I kind of like the way this looks, right? Okay, let's save that over there. Let's check if my Twitch is working. Seems good. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's try this. So now our scriptable object should be making or causing events to trigger, and my player manager is listening to those events, and then it's deciding what to do with the event and the UI specifically. Okay, let's see. Caused a Stack Overflow exception. So is this not the right way of doing it? Okay. Okay, so I did something wrong with the set function. Let's see. Okay, get set functions for variables, Unity. Okay, let's see. I'm pretty sure I just made them, I used them incorrectly. Okay. So yeah, so this is kind of what I'm doing, right? Get, return player health, set, player health equals value, public and player health. Why is this not just... Must I do it this way? I mean, that's what I did. Did I not do that? I mean, this looks exactly like what I did. Set value would be the name of the thing equals to the value. And we return the character health when we get it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they have two values? Oh, for crying out loud, why do they have two values? Okay. Okay, this is the thing. There's a field and a property. That's how you should think about this. Oh, okay. So that's what these guys were doing here with the underscore M thing. Yeah. So you need a... that's annoying. Yeah, so this would be how you... This is how you define a property. But then you need the actual value. Which you do public int... not string, character. Something like this. You do like a M, although this is the way they do it. So m.character health, and then you return this value when this is called, and you set this value, and then you invoke it. So this thing is being changed when this is being called, right? And this could even be private, because now it's only being changed in here. Okay, and the... So this is what they call a property. Huh. Okay, interesting. I'm learning something new here. I need to go read up on this, I think. Okay, cool. So if we play the game now... Okay, if this thing can compile... Okay, stop that. Clear this. Okay, let's say temperate, so select this one. Let's see if I lose damage. I lost damage. Okay, and something about my health bar doesn't work. But the value, that works fine. Let's just pause this. Okay, so let's look at the health bar itself. So we have the background, that's fine. We have this, it just made it 0. Guess it's because it's not a float. Yeah. Okay, just stop that. Let's go here. Yeah, this is just returning 0. Can we do int? Int to float. C#. How do we do this the easy way? We cast it to a float, so if we just do this, that should work. So we cast them to floats, we divide, we multiply by 300. Okay, let's try this. Hopefully that works a bit better. The original width was 300, hey? Okay, let's go, Mr. Ranger. Oh no, I'm not playing the game. Okay, select. Let's see. Run, run, run. Take damage. Oh, that looks fine. It looks like my health is decreasing. I think so. Okay, I would like to go and select the knight. Okay, we got that spawn point, so that's done. Let's go look for the other one. Getting rid of these spawn points before I worry too much about the enemies. There it is. Okay, that one's sorted. Now the last one's down here somewhere. Gonna get overrun. Follow the trail. Okay, here we go. The last one. Jeez, like, okay, this is... I'm just gonna die. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, let's see what happens if I die. Okay, that works fine. That is not a problem. Okay, I need to quickly go use the restroom, so let me just throw this up. I'll be right back. 2 seconds, maybe a minute. We'll see. I have returned. Okay. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, so we tried testing this, and the... Let me just make sure I am not muted or anything. No, not that one. Just a bit paranoid. Let me just try again. Okay, it seems like... Yeah, no issues. Everything seems fine. Okay, great. Okay, so let's see. So what I want to do is maybe just juice up the characters a little bit so that I have a chance of actually clearing a level. Or I should just get rid of some of the camps. Yeah, actually maybe I just get rid of these camps for now. Let's deactivate them. Okay, let's see. So there's only the one camp. So if I, for instance, now play and I select the Chicken Knight, I have 500 HP. So it should only be the closest camp that actually spawns, right? Okay. Doing some damage. Let's get rid of this thing. Okay, good. Let's get rid of these frogs. There's a frog inside there. Okay, so the Chicken Knight obviously lost some health, didn't get a label or anything. Okay, let's try the Wizard. So our health should update. There we go. Oh, hello. Okay. Kill that thing. Shoot that guy. Okay, cool. So if I go back to the Chicken Knight now, he should be healthy again. No problem, so that works. Okay, let's see if I use the Chicken Knight again immediately. Yeah, his health is still low. Okay, and we can use him again. Okay. And again. Okay, cool. Now this works fine. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. So our UI is looking a little bit better. Okay, so the next thing we could work on, now that we actually know what our health is maybe just... Okay, let's just go to our... Why am I opening Outlook? I hate you. This thing. Okay, so we added a health bar for our character, XP or level indicator, and then a pop-up when enemies get stronger. We can do the XP level indicator right now. I mean, you know, let's just open this. Yeah, make that visible. Okay, so XP or level, we could easily just add that over here. Okay. So gameplay UI, we have the character or the health bar. So we can add another empty and call this player or character. Level and XP. Level XP. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Okay, so it's now underneath this one. I think, yeah, let's actually copy all of these. You know what? Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the health bar. Right, duplicate the health bar. The second one, we move it down. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Then we call this the level progress bar, for instance. Okay, and now we can just edit it, right? So we do background. That's fine. Okay, so the actual XP and then the XP amount. Okay, the actual experience, we want this like a bluish color. Yeah, something like that. And the XP amount can still be white. That's fine. I actually want this whole thing to be slightly smaller. Make it like 40 and 30. Yeah, I like that. Let's put this at 20. No, that's not what I wanted. This one, -20. And the text size, we can change that a little bit as well. Yeah, make it like 24. Okay, this will basically be out of 100 all the time. Okay, but that's fine. So now we have that. And you know what? We should also have... And let's just add another text. Text something here. UI. Text Mesh Pro. And then we just make this the current level. Okay. You can drag that to the top. Okay, so let's see. The current level, we want the pivots and stuff to be over there. Okay, let's just do that. Put it on 0. Okay, maybe move everything down a bit. Okay, will we be able to read this? I think we should be able to read this. So, level 5. I don't know. Level 5. Okay, let's make the width. What's our background width? 310. So let's make it 310 as well. Don't know how this is gonna look, to be honest. Let's just play and see how it looks. So select the character. Okay, level 5 and our level progression. Okay. I wonder if we should add... Nah, okay. Let's just do it like that. So that's our health, that's our level progression. Okay, and what we can do is, instead of this component for the level progress bar, we remove this, and we can do this a level progress bar UI. Create a new script, call it that. Okay, I don't know why I did that, but anyway. Importing assets. Ah. Obviously, I spill my coffee. Okay. So, this is going to be similar to this guy. So, let's just copy that. Right, but this is going to be the level progress. Okay, wait. I need to do this and call it the level progress bar. And then health amount. We just call this XP amount. Okay, so here we want to have, we don't actually need the maximum experience, we just want the current XP. Okay, and then this should just be 100. Yep. Okay, float current XP, and then the max health don't need that, 100F. Okay, so just need current XP, and I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So we're gonna do a similar thing now with the scriptable object again for the character stats. Okay. So we get to character stats, current health. Let's see, skill points. Where do we track the experience? Current character level progress. What? Am I just blind? Character level progress. Oh, there it is. Now, why is it there? Okay. We also want on character XP change, for instance. Okay, then we have a character level progress. This we can make our... Okay, so we want to do something like this. Copy this. Paste it, and then we do M. So this would be our actual... So like a private thing, we don't change that one. This one gets all these nice things. Something like this, and we do that, and then we invoke this on character XP change. We also could do a on character stat change, so that we don't have multiple events, one for experience, one for health, but just whenever a stat change occurs of any kind, we should try and update our UI. Okay, I might do that in the future, but for now, this is pretty... Okay, this is pretty much fine. Okay, so let's go back. So unfortunately, this is still all happening in our player manager. So in our player manager script, we want... Yeah, I really need to... So this would be not that. Progress level progress bar UI, and we call it level progress bar UI. Okay, and now basically we do the same kind of thing on character health change Yeah, you see, I already think I should change this. Yeah, let's change this. Okay, where is this? Character stats, scriptable object. So, on character, let's call this on character stat change. Okay, stat change. We delete that one and we invoke it twice, right? And every time this thing is invoked, it tries to update either our level progress or experience or the health, right? So if we go to player manager, on character chat, stat change, it should also read here on character stat change. Okay, so any one of these get a stat change, they run this function and we check which one is selected. And now basically we can do level progress bar UI dot update health bar, I guess. And we do night stats dot character level progress. And I think that's it. Okay, it's not happy with that. Gonna go from float to int, so somewhere I use an int instead. Okay, I think I know where. Over here, this is a float. Sorry about that. Current XP is always gonna be a float. Okay. So current XP is a float. So, and this is update level progress bar. Okay, go back to this. So now that shouldn't complain. Yeah. So there we go. We can update the level progress bar. We can update the health. And we just need to use the correct stats here. So ranger stats for this one and wizard stats for this one. Okay, cool. So that's just something nice to have so that we can see the current character we are playing, what level it's at. Okay. Let's play and see what that looks like, if it works. So it's select the ranger. Oh. Normally this is switched off. Okay, wait. I didn't plug something in here. Oh, I didn't plug in the UI. Whoops a daisy. So if we go to game manager, game playing UI is in here. Player manager, the level bar is not there. Okay, we save, we play again. Okay, we have another one. No, I'm sure. Didn't I just do this? I'm a bit confused right now. What's happening here? Okay, let's just stop. Play again. Okay, so all three of they're all having problems. Reset character stats is a problem. Hey? Hey, let's go to the scriptable object and just ask it why. Character stats. I have no idea why this is a problem. Or what is happening. Okay. Player manager on character stat change. Okay, so that's fine. So it does the thing. Tracks it all the way back to here. That's fine. Didn't change anything there. Character level progress equals start. Character level progress. I mean, I did the same thing for the health. It didn't complain. Right? Okay. Specifically, it looks like it's the... Yeah, so each of them, they obviously call that function, then goes there, there, there. The player manager specifically is complaining. I think that's how I think about it. The player manager... I don't understand. So I get the character level progress. It just should be 0. Flippin', I don't understand this now. So on stat change, this happens. And this happens right away, right? So... Okay, so let's go there. So this thing says reset character stats. Okay, that's fine. This is just on start, just to get everything back to 0. Right. Now, what we can do, I suppose, let's see if this is maybe the problem. If we go to our scriptable object, should we set the M underscore character level progress directly? So let's just see if we do character level progress and maybe even the health M underscore. Right, so we only set the actual private integer here, the private health in each of these instead of doing the public one, right? Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Okay, so it didn't break that time. So we select the ranger. Yeah, there's some seriously interesting things happening right now. Why? Why is there so many enemies spawning? What the hell is happening now? Okay. Okay, so the variable XP amount of level progress bar is has not been assigned. Oh, okay, let's just see. Oh, okay, that's just my bad. Sorry. Level progress bar. That's that one. And that one. Okay, let's try again. So don't have any issues there. Chicken night. What? I just did this. The variable XP amount of level progress bar UI has not been assigned. Okay, let's just view this again. Game playing UI, show me something. XP amount. Okay, I assigned it there now. Okay, so in this XP amount. Okay, component, text mesh pro. That's all the same stuff. I did that. There it is. XP amount. Right, XP amount. That is the... Yeah, that's this one. That's the text mesh pro one. And then XP, that's the bar. Yeah, so XP amount. And then the level progress bar is that one. What am I missing? Jeez, like... Where are these things coming from now? I have assigned this. Is my game just now? Okay, let's check something here. Is it in project settings that I did this? Layer. Okay, maybe it's not there. Just preferences. Wow. Okay, the health bar works. This thing works. Let's untick that. I just want to see. I want to try and figure out what the hell's going on here. There's a lot of things that just broke all of a sudden. Why? Okay. The first thing that broke, it seems like, is the camps are just spawning way too many. Okay, so that's fine. That's not the problem. So what actually caused them to spawn so many enemies? Let's see. So it must be something to do with the... Okay, so let's just go here. Okay, that's obviously a problem. Let's pause. And let's go through this. So game manager, it doesn't do anything funny. Okay, enemy power up time, so that's just progression. Wave. Okay, let's go debug. Wave timer. So the spawn ratios look fine. Right, and if I go to any one of these enemy camps, and I look at the spawn timer max, it's 0. How? How is the spawn timer max? Oh, I guess I don't expose those, so I can't see them here. This makes so little sense. Just get out of the 2D view. Yeah, we just have an explosion of enemies right away. Okay, let's just stop them. Okay, is it the case that my game is just... I've assigned everything. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, let's see. Project settings. There was a setting to maybe change the amount of times things compile. Can't remember where that was. Editor. Let's do reload domain and scene. Okay. Because maybe that's the problem. I have no idea. Yes, like I think that is the problem. So now they're spawning normally again. Ah. Yeah, I'm gaining experience. Each kill, let's see if I kill one of these, I get 2 experience. Okay, and if they level up, so they level up, I think at 30 or 35 seconds. Okay, so let's have a look. So new ones that are spawning right now. Yeah, so they are stronger. Okay, how much XP am I getting for you? 2, and for you, I'm getting 3. Okay, so it seems like it's working. And it says I'm level 5. Oh, I never updated that text. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Okay, cool. So it was in project settings editor. So reload interplay mode settings. Yeah, okay. So interplay mode settings, I don't exactly know what is good about that. So let's go figure that out. So enter play mode settings Unity. Let's see what people see. What does this actually do? Okay. Guess that's just what it means. Okay, let's see. Can I? Okay. So let's see if I change it back to do not reload. Does it break the game again? So if I play again. Okay, it doesn't seem like it breaks the game now. So we'll just leave it and see how long it takes before it breaks again, right? Okay. Killed everything, gained a little bit of experience. Very little experience. Get the chicken out. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's just update the current level text as well. Okay, so we want a serialized field for the current level text. Okay, so serialized field. Game object. No. Game object. Current level text. Okay, and then on update we can check whatever our level is, right? So whenever we run this, we don't need to find. Okay. So we do need to get the current level. So let's say int current level potentially as well. And then basically what we want to do is something like this, right? But it's going to be current level text, get component, string format 0. It's just going to be something like this, level 0, and we just put in our current level. There we go. Okay, save it like that, and we go to the player manager and we just input that into the function as well. Player manager. So all these don't work because we also need to input the night stats dot current or character level, right? So this is needed now for the ranger. Okay, but obviously we do ranger and we do wizard. And we have too many brackets here now. Okay, save it like that. Okay, so let's actually try and play the game. So I'm going to do a few things. I think the first thing is, let's go and enable the other spawn points. So the other two spawn points are enabled, and I also want to just maybe nerf the spawn time a little bit. So let's make this 25, because with 3 spawn points, that's gonna get out of hand very quickly. Okay, so let's see. So now they should be a little bit slower on the spawn. We can actually play the game. Okay, it's a little dry, more lizards expected than usual. So there's our little hint. That means the chicken's gonna do well. So let's take the chicken for a run. And we have an error because I did not do this. Okay, we save that. We try again. Okay, looks like we are at that point now where we cannot really have... We do need to reload this stuff. Okay. Let's see. It's a little dry, more lizards expected. Okay, chicken, you're up. Okay, so the chicken should be able to very handily... Hey, yeah, that was... deal with more lizard spawns. Okay, so the idea would be, so in the game, you don't necessarily destroy the totems immediately. You might run around a bit and go look for the items, right? So you have the chests with items in them, so you go find them first while killing enemies and trying to stay alive. Because the idea would be that you could get stronger if you find the items, right? So let's see. Where is... we have a whole... Okay, these might be the guys from the other spawn point, right? Okay, so you look around, you find the items. These guys are going to get way stronger super quickly. The most important thing is that I get rid of the frogs, right? They will destroy me if I let them. Okay, so let's say we are happy with our progress. We got some of the things. We destroy this totem. We get the spawning to be less. Okay, totem destroyed. Okay, so now we need to go get to the other totems. And maybe clear out some frogs on the way. Okay, these frogs are now way stronger. Okay. There's another thing I didn't change, and that is the scaling of the enemies, because they are already way too powerful. Guys, I'm just gonna die. I see. Yeah, even with fewer frogs, since I can't kill any of them, they kinda stack up very quickly. Oh, okay, that's floating point numbers for you. Okay, I died. Okay, let's go change that quickly, make it a little bit more balanced. Okay, so I think it's in here. If you look at the spawn point, make this normal. Is it in here? No, it's in the progression manager, not the spawner. Yeah, progression manager. Yeah, so the power-up times can be 2 times. So it's at 1 minute. At 2 minutes, that's fine. And then at like 5 minutes. Okay. Just so that you don't... no, we don't die too quickly. Okay, so let's say I'm taking this seriously, right? I want to figure out how to gain levels while, you know, not letting anybody die too quickly. So temperate, number of frogs, and others are the same. So let's just go with the ranger because she's pretty good overall. Because I can kite very easily. I don't need to take a lot of damage. Okay, so let's say I'm smart at this game. So the first thing I might decide is to just not risk it and get rid of these totems quickly. Right, so this is like the first wave. I am not too interested in spawned items necessarily. I just want to survive, want to gain levels. Actually, right, you should try and farm a little bit, Ryan. Yeah, but the Ranger is a safe farming character. It's going to be hard to balance this game, I can already tell. Or we just need way more health, or the enemies need to do way less damage, I don't know. Or your characters need to start off much stronger than they are right now. Okay, we're trying to destroy this totem because the enemies are already leveling up. Oh, jeez. Okay, our Ranger with no attack speed feels bad. Okay, let's go try and take out the totem. Now, also the other thing with the Ranger is it's hard to aim. That kind of feels a bit bad as well. Okay, so we only have one of the 3 totems remaining. Which is good because that means we will not be getting as many enemies. Also, we will not be getting many strong enemies, which is also important. Because, you know, the totems have leveled up a couple of times. Okay, where the hell's this last totem? Okay, these small guys are way... Yeah. We need to take out this thing. Okay, we got it. Now I just need to be careful. Kill the rest of these frogs. Fortunately, you can kite fairly well with the Ranger against frogs. And we got that bug with the frogs not dying or not despawning. Okay, we got them all. Okay, so the Ranger's kind of bugged. Well, not bugged. She's kind of bugged right now. So I'm going to take attack speed because I think that's good. So we got 2 levels. And you can see that the other 2 characters also gained some experience since the Ranger was a higher level than them. Okay, so that works nicely. So it's temperate again, which means same amount of lizards and frogs, roughly. So I'm going to go with the Wizard. So the Wizard... these frogs. He's not that good against lizards. But he does a lot of damage. And I should be able to clear out these totems fairly quickly. And if we're proactive, it might not be too bad. Okay, now the lizards are really going to be a problem. Because as soon as they get on you, they are relentless. The frogs, not so much. I can pretty much just can easily kill them with the AoE. Okay. Okay, we have the other totem right here. Whoa. Okay, let's run around like this. Get the totem. What? Okay, got that totem. Okay, these guys are stronger. Okay, so this is kind of a problem. It's very difficult to level up. If I can at least gain 1 level, it should feel much better. Wow, look at those floating point numbers. Okay, I need to fix that a little bit. That looks terrible. These floats need to be formatted. Okay, we got the last totem. Now we just need to get rid of the last couple of enemies. They don't even die to the fireball. Okay, we got them all. We got them all, thank goodness. Okay, so the ranger is now back to full health. She didn't get any skill points because she's a higher level than the wizard. But the wizard did get some skill points. I'm just going to spend them in movement speed because I think movement speed's good for the wizard. So, smells like swamp. Expect more frogs in the next wave. That's a big problem. Because the chicken cannot deal with a lot of frogs at all. The wizard's not bad, but he's now low health. The ranger is kind of my flex pick. So, we're going to have to go with the ranger for this one. Okay, but again, I'm not going to try my luck. Okay, so I'm feeling the ranger's already way better. Just with that little bit of attack speed that she got. Okay, get rid of those frogs. Okay, let's just go to the scene view. And see if we can't get rid of these 3 frogs as well. Because they're kind of messing me up right now. So you, go away. Okay, we continue the game. Okay, so you see, this is now where it gets interesting. So now the ranger feels way better, which means you could theoretically stick around on this level and farm a little bit more. Right, there's no reason to end it soon. Okay, now you might want to reduce the amount of totems. Just to reduce the amount of strong enemies that spawn over time. Okay, but for now this feels pretty good. Okay, let's get this totem as well. Okay, so we already have strong enemies. We're probably not gonna get to the 5-minute point, but okay, so this is getting a bit hairy now. Okay, very good. The ranger's nice and fast, so don't have anything to worry about with these frogs necessarily. Okay, I have no idea where the last... So did we gain a level? I think we did. We're level 3 now. So let's just run on by. Okay, I can see where they're coming from, and I can also see that the spawn frequency has increased. So let's get rid of this totem. Let's not die. Let's just run around. Oh, jeez. Okay, got it. Now I can play safe. Just clear out these enemies. Okay, got rid of the small guys. So I should be able to kite these frogs, no problem. Avoid the explosions. and kill them all. There we go. All the frogs have been slain. We get another 6 skill points. Now, I do enjoy the ranger with attack speed, so I'm going to make the attack speed even more. Now, we can risk it, right? It's another temperate, so there's a similar number of frogs and lizards. So we could risk it and go with the chicken. Or we can just risk it and go with the ranger, which has not a lot of health. Or we can take out the wizard, which is not as strong yet. I'm going to risk it with the chicken. Okay, let's just pause this again. And let's go get rid of these. Where are we? Yeah, all these ones, right? You 3 go away, you 2 go away. Okay, you need to figure out why they bug like that. Okay, let's continue. So the chicken could be in a lot of trouble, right? So this specific level could really be a problem for the chicken. Also, I can't seem to find. Okay, so it's just temperate, so that just means we have similar amounts of frogs and lizards, right? So that's fine. But it's wave 4 already, so they are getting stronger. And the chicken has not leveled up. Okay, we can ignore the frogs a little bit, but not too much. Because if they get too piled up, we're just gonna die. Okay, let's go get this frog. Die, frog. Okay, here we go. I should actually also give XP for totem destroying. Maybe even a lot of XP. Okay, let's see if I can't get in yet. Clear some of these frogs out. There we go. So you kind of have to get in their face. But fortunately, I have a lot of HP. Okay, there we go. We cleared some of the frogs. Yeah. The HP that the knight has is really helpful. Okay, both of these are stronger. Okay, I think I saw what happened there. He died during his attack animation, and that made him not die. You know what happened here? I added additional housing, and I didn't rebake the nav mesh, so these guys are completely confused. Yeah. They're struggling with this house. Okay, we got it. So we got 2 levels for the knight in that one. That's pretty good. So let's just make it movement speed for now. Okay, a little dry. More lizards than usual. Let's go with the knight again. So since we're here, let's just get rid of this bowl right away. There you go. Ah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Look how funny this float is working over there. Oh yeah, way more lizards. But lizards really are not a problem for the knight because they come to me. I can easily hit them. Yeah. This amount of lizards would definitely be a problem for the wizard though. Okay, got that totem. Let's go get the last one. So our health is a little bit low. But there's not a lot of frogs, so this doesn't matter. Does not matter. Okay, we just need to clear these out. There we go. Another 3 skill points for the knight. Smells like swamp. Okay, so this would definitely be the wizard. Right. If we're expecting a lot of frogs, make use of the lizard. Ach, the wizard. Okay, got that guy. Okay, let's go get the last totem. And then I'll call it there. Playing too much now. What I would like to figure out is this bug with the frogs. Okay, so the frogs are now piling up a little. Not a problem though. Let's get this totem. Okay, last totem, last set of frogs. There's one frog left somewhere. I'm thinking he's stuck in the house. Got him. Okay. We got 6 skill points, and I'm just going to spend them all in movement speed because I think that's the best. And temperate frogs and lizards are roughly the same amount. So if we select our ranger again over here, I think her attack speed is feeling very good now. Yeah, so at this point, right, you could easily say that, look, I am going to farm some serious XP right here. So there's no real reason to... Why have I lost health? How did that happen? I didn't see anything hit me. Ah, that's weird. Yeah, we could just run around in circles. Let them stack a bit. Kill them in lines. Okay, these dead frogs are kind of annoying. Okay, so now they're getting a bit stronger, but it's not really a problem because my DPS is very high now. And what's nice about this is since I'm not really in danger too much, I think. And while I'm gaining levels, my companions are also getting stronger. So I think that's kind of useful. So they're not useless in the grand scheme of things, right? They get a bit of XP while I'm around here with the ranger. Okay, let's get rid of this totem. Okay. Yeah, because they're getting a bit rough. I'm still way too fast for them, so they can't really catch me unless I shoot. Come on, stand in a nice line. Let the AoE damage do its thing. Okay, let's get rid of this totem. Got it. Okay, I need to be careful. I'm losing too much HP. Okay, they've been upgraded twice, it seems, because these, yeah, they're doing 3 damage right now. So I might have overextended a little bit. Just like it. Ooh, one of the bombs got me. I have 10 HP left. No, don't let it end like this. Okay, but I did clear them out a little bit more. I'm gonna die. No. Please don't kill me. I want to live. I got so much experience. Okay, let's see. Snipe, 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 snipe. I've got 1 life left. 1 health is all I need, right? What was that? Oh, I think my nav mesh is still broken, yeah. Okay, let's just get some distance here. No, I still haven't destroyed that thing, and these guys are gonna get even stronger soon. So I kind of need to go destroy it right now. Just like it. How do I even... What? Okay, we have another bug, it seems. I think it was my health. It started at 190 instead of 200 for some reason. We died. Game over. Okay, let's see what the hell is happening with the frog. Right, so our range bomber enemy is not really dying when he's supposed to. Okay, so... Oh, and the nav mesh, I need to fix that as well. So let's see. There's the manager. It's currently not doing anything, so that might be part of the problem. But the state machine, I think, handles death, as far as I'm aware. And... yeah, let's go look at the state machine. So let's see. So during update, we check a couple of times. Okay, we first say if our state is dead. Let's do this and say or. Is or like this? Or health is less than 0. Right? We don't need it to be an and. I don't think so. If we've entered the death state, or our health is 0, we should be able to call the death function. The death function, all it does is it checks, okay, are we not dead? If we are on... So if, okay, let's think about this. So there's this isDead variable. If that hasn't been set to true, that means we haven't run this function yet. So, but as soon as we run this function once, and we're doing this in update, right? So we could do, if we are not dead, run the death function, or we could just run the function, and then before we do anything in the function, we just check if we are not dead. We set it to false. We set the state to dead. Okay, so that's true. We do all that stuff. We set the state to dead. And what else do we need to do on death? Okay, then we go here and we say, okay, if state is equal to dead, we do the despawn timer. Okay, so that's fine. What we can also do is we can say or, just to make sure this happens, always, we can also say or the health is equal to 0, or is dead. The reason I'm just kind of making sure these guys despawn, right? So if for some reason the state didn't update the way it should have, right, we can check if the health is less than 0. That's also a reason to get the despawn timer going. And we can check if isDead has been set to true. So now we have a couple of things that can get us there. Okay. So this should fix... It's a bit of a brute force fix, but it should fix the despawning frog problem. Okay, the next thing is this nav mesh. So the nav mesh has not been baked. Right, so if I bake it now, I can't see it though. I think it's this button. Do I need to select a character? Oh, it's the gizmos. Yeah, okay. So now baking it means they'll be avoiding the obstacles over here. They can go inside here, that's fine. Okay, so now they'll behave a little bit better. And I just want to see something. So if I take that cam, for instance, and I move it over there, and I go back to my nav mesh. Yeah, okay, that's a problem. So now I understand why. So we should actually bake this in some other way. Okay. But those were my big issues, for now at least. So let's just go and try it out. Quickly. Okay. Temperate, same number of frogs and all that good stuff. Okay, so this looks good, right? We have level... How did I get 7 XP just now? Okay, the frogs are just dying. They're just killing themselves. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, so that's probably got something to do with this over here. isDead starts off isDead is equal to false, right? So to just make sure that's the case. In start, we set the health to the stats enemy health. Okay. And then we say if maybe we should just check is dead. So we leave all that other stuff and we just say if is dead, right? Because is dead happens when we read the we do the death function, right? So I know this is kind of defeating the purpose of having states. But the states weren't always setting. We can look at set state. If new state is equal to idle. Yeah, it should set state. I think it sets state and then something else happens and it sets the state again. So it dies, but then it sets the state again back to not dead. So the death timer started the despawn, but I overwrite the state before it actually gets to despawn. So if we just do the is dead one, that doesn't... We can't overwrite that state with this boolean with this state machine. So I don't think that'll have the same issue. Okay, let's try again. Let's just see if we are not losing our frogs immediately. Here's a little dry. Okay, so we get 6 experience straight away. Okay, I'm waiting for a frog to show up. Okay, I understand that there won't be many, but there should be some. Okay, they still just die immediately. Okay, that could be because of this one. Potentially. Okay, so if the state is not dead or health is less than 0, then we run the death function. That doesn't make any sense because that means... Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Because that means we're in idle, so it's like, oh wait, yeah, one of these is true, run the death function. It goes here, it's like, yeah, we're not dead yet, kill yourself. Okay, frog, you are dumb. So let's just track health instead. It's compiling. Okay, let's take it for a whirl. Okay, so this compiling thing is now taking a bit longer, but it's seems like it's required because the game keeps breaking if I don't do this. Ears a little dry. Okay, that's fine. Let's just take the... Okay, we didn't get a frog self-destructing immediately. Yeah, there they are. Okay, so if we hit the frog, he goes flying and he should be despawning soon. There we go. Okay. And these guys give me 1 XP each. The frogs give me 2 XP. Yeah. Okay. That seems to be working now. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that still needs to happen for balancing this game. Because it doesn't feel that good to play right now. Because nothing is balanced. Okay. I might also change the size of the map. Because it feels too big, I think. I don't know. It might not be too big. Maybe if we have indicators of where to go, it could be fine. But currently it just feels way too big, right? It's... I don't know, maybe it's just me because, you know, I'm the only one having to play this game all the time and you get tired of just running around, right? So it might just be me. Maybe it needs to be big, but you need to have a way of quickly finding where to go, like where the totems are, for instance. That could be the case. And the ranger should definitely be easier to aim. I do not like the fact that you can't really aim the Ranger that well. The Wizard doesn't really matter because it has a large explosion. The Knight doesn't really matter either, but the Ranger feels bad, right? It doesn't work the way the aiming works now. Okay, I think I'm going to call it there. A little bit earlier, but I have some other things I have to go do quickly before I go to work. So I'm going to call it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching, for tuning in, for joining me on this game dev journey. And I will see you in the next one, which is tomorrow. Right, tomorrow, same time, same place. I'll have less, well, I'll have a little bit more time, I guess, tomorrow, so we can get more stuff done. Anyway, cheers. Let me go to the ending screen, and let me just stop the other music because we don't want to have 10 types of music playing. And there we go. Cheers, guys. See you next time.